Flowers. We use them to say sorry, I love you, get better, and goodbye, to decorate our notebooks, our clothes, and our homes. Often, we learn to draw them even before we learn to write. But while it might seem like we've been illustrating flowers forever, we actually didn't paint a single plant for most of human history. It was the dawn of agriculture that first inspired humans to depict plants through illustration. However, it wasn't because of their beauty, but rather their ability to heal and hurt us. The oldest example of botanical illustration's limited use at this time can be found in a book by Dioscorides, based on the studies of ancient Greek philosophers. In it, plants are only classified based on their use as medicine, poison, or sustenance. It wasn't until the Renaissance that artists realized the expressive potential that nature offered. Artists like Da Vinci turned their religious paintings into the perfect excuse to create studies that were useful, as well as beautiful. As Europe's empires grew, plants became symbols of power and prestige, and a flower could show off a person's riches just as effectively as gold and jewels. In fact, the world's first anthology of ornamental flower illustrations was a book documenting the plants owned by Prince Bishop Johann Conrad. His gardens were destroyed by war, but their contents remained forever preserved in those illustrations. For the first time in history, plants were being painted for their beauty alone, and this awakened an insatiable appetite. In Holland, where tulip bulbs were worth their weight in gold, artist Jan Bruegel saw an opportunity and became the first person to paint still lifes composed purely of flowers. Rather than acting as superfluous decoration, flowers were the protagonists of his paintings, so much so that he traveled far and wide to find new flowers for his bouquets. And in his arrangements, he made sure that the flowers didn't overlap, so they could all be appreciated equally. Though tulip mania eventually ended, the world remained plant-obsessed. In France, kings demanded that artists paint the natural world. The result? Nearly 7,000 vellums painted over 2 centuries that are filled with roses, sunflowers, lilies, and flowers of all kinds. But it was a German who would define the golden age of botanical illustration. Does this look familiar to you? You might have seen this style of botanical illustration in some of your science textbooks. Artist Georg Ehret started off as a gardener and learned to paint from the French masters. However, it was Carl Linnaeus, the father of taxonomy, who showed Ehret exactly what to paint. He devised a system where important scientific details were painted alongside his main illustrations, a successful style that continues to be used today. But plants and flowers in art would soon begin to stretch far beyond the frames of paintings. At the end of the 19th century and beginning of the 20th, Art Nouveau bloomed and tried to bring nature back to modern life. In a rapidly industrializing world, nature and its organic forms became both a comfort and inspiration to artists. Even after photography made it easier to capture detailed botanical images, that didn't stop artists from capturing nature with their brushes. For proof, just look to botanical illustrators like Margaret Mee, who paired art and an environmental message by documenting the flora of the Amazon rainforest as a testament to an ecosystem under threat. It took us millennia to even attempt to capture the beauty of plants, but once we started, it was impossible to stop. Botanical illustration has taught us, warned us, delighted us, and nowadays it remains a crucial way to stay connected to a world that might soon disappear. And even though we all carry a camera in our pocket and we have a never-ending archive of pictures of every kind of flower and leaf, it is very telling that we still find beauty in capturing the natural world through our own eyes, stroke by stroke.